Before getting into all the details, the nitty-gritty, and the good stuff, let me just tell you, while I'm new to the series, this game blew me away with its architecture, story, and crazy ending that absolutely made my jaw drop.
Reload!
The graphics? Ha! Well, let me just tell you, they were stunning. The environments you will come across in this game are gorgeous, detailed, and for the most part, interactive.
Never hire an artist, my dear fellow. They are a temperamental and...
The lighting is brilliant, textures are smooth, and overall, the game looks fantastic. The story starts you off as Booker DeWitt, a Pinkerton agent who is on a mission to find a certain girl and bring her back to New York. However, you're going in blind. I guess without any intel or briefing, as it seems like right from the get-go, it's obvious you don't know where we're at.
I baptize you in the name of our prophet, in the name of our founders, and the name of our Lord.
You end up on some floating city called Columbia, where everyone is heavily religious and they are led by Prophet Comstock. The more I played the game, the more I wasn't sure if they worshiped God or Prophet Comstock himself.
Full transcript of the Prophet's recent address to you, the Colombian people, on the holy forgiveness of our dear Lady Comstock, our beloved Mother of Forgiveness.
The city is rich in detail and is very lively indeed.
Father Comstock has tasted the divine without you.
I had a lot of fun playing the mini games in the carnival and just eavesdropping on the conversation of the old town folk.
But a bit weak in the key of the scroll.
Oh, don't turn into some Finkton radical on me, John.
You know, that's where all the immigrants used to pass through.
You look dashing with one in your lapel. Come back if you change your mind.
As you play through the game, you realize that there are these prophecies. Prophecies of a false shepherd. Now it's time to stop, or, I mean, fulfill these prophecies because you are the evil shepherd.
It's him!
Now, where'd you get that brand, boy? Don't you know that makes you the backstabbing snake in the grass false shepherd?
And the girl you're going after, well, it's Prophet Comstock's daughter. Good luck with that, right? Which is why you will use vigors and magical powers to aid you in this process. Possession, you can use this to turn a machine or a human into an ally for a short duration. Usually comes in handy when there are mounted turrets or powerful robotic enemies that can help you if you're getting overwhelmed. Murder of Crows, this one happens to be my favorite, and in my opinion the most effective and useful throughout the story. It sends a swarm of savage crows in the direction you choose, stuns and damages the enemy for a short duration, giving you time to catch your breath if in a jam and needing to regroup, or just to distract oncoming enemies so you can mow them down. You can also set these as traps. Devil's Kiss. With this you basically hurl fireballs at your foe, stunning and damaging them. You can also set up traps as well. Shock Jockey, this is basically the same thing as Devil's Kiss, other than it's with electricity and not fire. Return to Sender, you can create a magnetic field in front of you, blocking any oncoming bullets or enemy fire. You can also absorb enemy fire and dish it right back to the enemy, or the sender. Bucking Bronco, you can send enemies flying into the air, and they even levitate for a quick second to give you the ability to shoot them down. You can set these as traps too. Charge, well this is explanatory. You charge into your opponents causing damage, or you can hold the left trigger and charge up and let loose and make even more of an impact on your pity target. Undertow gives you the ability to pull enemies in if you feel comfortable with them invading your personal space, and if they get too close for comfort, you can wash them away. After partnering with the beautiful young lady Elizabeth, you will come across many different personalities during your trip back to safety. There's more going on than just you and the girl.
The boxers took my eye and 30 of my friends. Is there even a stone to mark that sacrifice?
So you're this false shepherd we've been hearing so much about.
You're not done here, soldier!
You both will be caught in the middle of some crazy times on your way out of Colombia. Things will be hectic and out of control, and above it all, you will have to fight through it all. The story goes on one of the most intense and heart-pounding finishes with a jaw-dropping end. It just leaves you thinking, did all of that really just happen? The graphics, environments, and story plot kept me immersed in the game where I just didn't want to stop playing, in anticipation of what was to come next. The story takes about 8 to 10 hours to complete, depending on if you do any optional missions or if you take your time exploring your surroundings. It was the most compelling story I've played since Red Dead Redemption. Truly great overall. I can't complain about the gameplay. Everything ran smooth and controls were easy to get used to. Nothing complicated. I had no issue with the gunplay. Everything seemed accurate, on time, and easy to handle. On your quest, you will scrounge for health, ammunition, and other useful materials such as salts to pull off your vigors through random drawers, garbage cans, safes, and whatever nook and crannies you can get into. There are also lockpicks that Elizabeth can use to unlock secret doors and safes, where you can find upgrades and other goodies. Elizabeth also provides ammo, salt, and health if needed.
Here you go!
Great!
The one thing I was pleasantly surprised about was that while she is there with you, you don't need to protect her, even in the midst of enemies. They won't attack her and she can still lend you a hand during battle. She also informs you if certain items are present or hints on what to do next. She reminds me of Sparks from Spyro, always around, very helpful, and you don't need to worry about protecting. She also opens up tears into different dimensions and worlds that aid you in advance in the story. I love using the melee in this game. You have this spinning hook which you can crank out some kills with and perform various finishing moves. Also with this hook, you can ride across numerous rails and skylines to reach certain destinations, or just to get the drop on your enemies. While I did find a few glitches in this game, they weren't enough to be a putback.
Mr. DeWitt, welcome to Finkton. You'll find a variety of supplies here that should see you through your visit. Excuse me, miss, but Mr. Fink's interest is strictly in the gentleman.
But why?
So sorry, young miss, but any questions regarding the gentleman's application should be taken up with Mr. Fink directly.
Overall, I enjoyed my time launching into Colombia, sightseeing, and experiencing the crazy world they live in. There was never a dull moment, and I was always on my toes. I loved getting the drop on my enemies, crushing their skulls in, and sending my crows to piss them off. I got a kick out of using their technology to my advantage, ramming up their water bill, and raiding all their drawers, registers, and safes for cash. I met a lot of crazy and insane people along the way, and at the end, got a girl that opens up portals for crying out loud and takes care of me during battle. What more can you ask for? Even though they say going to Colombia is like going to a second heaven, leaving it was like a living hell. I give this game...
Sorry about the wait!
What are you doing? Get the girl! Get off of me!
a 9.5 out of 10.